Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of PlanetCrafter. Now available on Steam from Me Games. We're playing with the Humble and Toxicity DLCs. The whole Isital Prime system that's currently available. I welcome you to jump over to Steam via the link below and go get you some of this. Great game, fun for the whole family. Okay, multiplayer available. And we'll talk more about that in a second. I want to welcome you back to the channel. It's a happy Spacefarer Saturday. And yes, I do realize that I missed an opportunity here with my thumbnail that I could have said a little thing on the screen, a thought bubble, butterfly photobombed me. Just realized that about 3 minutes ago. Wasn't going to mess with it. Anyway, welcome aboard. Hope you'll like the video, share, subscribe, turn your bell icon on. Easy for me to say. Turn that bell icon on so you know when we go live or upload a video. Join us on Discord, become part of the A-Team, chat about this and other games, share pictures of your bases and strategies, use our comms channels for multiplayer. Also follow me on X/Twitter, and if you want to make a donation to help support the channel, you can do that via PayPal. There's a link in the description below. I want to thank you for being here. We mentioned the butterfly, so I can go ahead and move on to this screen here and move on to this here, and we can roll tide roll into Toxicity. Well, not Toxicity, the Toxicity playthrough. We're back on Prime. After starting off on Humble and looking over the beach, and lots of butterflies here. There were lots of butterfly larvae on the beach. Well, there were some, but there was high value butterfly larvae. If you saw the last episode, there were lots of the Serena butterflies, and then even found a gold butterfly later on. Just found some of those, so cool stuff. Anyway, we're back on Prime. It's Prime time. All right. So it occurred to me at the end of the last episode I was doing kind of a goofy. What's that, A-Train? Well, I was getting the rocket ready to frickin' go back to Selenia. And I was like, yo, hold it. We're not going back to Selenia. We just got back to Prime, and we got a bunch of crap to explore. Selenia's cooking. We set up enough of a base to get it up and going. We set up a fusion reactor, a T5 drill, a T5 water heater, a T3 tree spreader. I think we even may have set up a beehive. I don't remember. I know we set up the first three things, a couple other things, and I mean literally, like, the planet has already thawed within like 90 minutes, if that, an hour. Boom, water's already done. We're already moved on to the next cycle from barren planet to water cycle, so now we're getting into vegetation. Anyway, so we're getting some crap together in the ship to take over there, but I'm like, crap, I may have needed to go back to Humble first. So I may, in fact, I'm going to do this. Well, see, we don't need to take anything to Humble, so we could just leave it on board. So I'm just going to leave it on board. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I put a storage unit here from what I had in my backpack already, which I thought I saved all that. Oh, no, that's in the container, doofus. Phew, okay. So yeah, okay, I got it together. Because we got like a frog farm, an amphibian farm. Let's see, we got one of these. We got one of these. We got one of these ready to go in that kit. There's a couple more fusion reactors and our return rocket in that kit. So we can fill this kit up because this kit is smaller than this kit, and then we can just throw some extra crap in there as needed. But yeah, that's the general plan, that at some point we get back to Selenia, because we can track our progress there from here. Aha, there. Selenia, boom. It is cooking right along. Okay, and that, of course, once that gets to a GTI, that number will slow down, like Humble, is right here. Because again, you're going up a exponential level, something like that. I can English. All right, so there's that. Plus, there's really cool posters over there. I wish I had brought one with me. Oh no, I don't have the posters on that. I'm thinking my other game, because I gave you guys a tour of my base on the on Selenia on my side play. I should make that available on Patreon. I'm going to think that through, because I know guys have been bugging me about, hey, I want to make a donation. Apparently, PayPal is not everybody's favorite way, because you actually get personal information out of the deal. So, but Patreon maintains the anonymity. So let me work on that, and we'll get that set up here before too long. Okay, we are just going to turn this off, pull these, and put them over here. because just one more. That's it. Holy crap. Okay, let's turn this off. That's a lot of fusion cells. But I think we needed them. So, and I think we're keeping those in here. All right, very good. So now we got a bunch, we got 8 fusion cells, which is a lot. That means I would have tasked a lot of stuff. I'm a little bit worried about what that may have drained out. No, we're good. We got plenty of pulsar, and we can make plenty more pulsar crystals. Pink. Yeah. What is this? 8, so that's 45 of them. By the way, went and saw the new movie Pressure yesterday, and it was tremendous. I don't know if you have to go see it in the theater. I'd say go see it in the theater, because then the movie, you know, they're going to get money out of it anyway. If you watch it on pay-per-view or buy the DVD or whatever, you know, support your local movie theater, whatever. I wouldn't have necessarily watched it on the big screen. There are a few scenes from Normandy that warrant the big screen thing. It was kind of like, and it looked like scenes from Band of Brothers, but you know what? We can do these. But that should supply out to the trade rocket. And this I don't know. I think we're actually making bioplastic nuggets upstairs. They're not here, are they? They're upstairs in that same position. Right here. Oh, good lord. We got a whole thing full of bioplastic nuggets. That's probably well more than we need. And is this thing making them? No, this thing is not. This thing is good. This thing is just chilling. So we got that going. Cool. Okay. Anyway, so Pressure. If you're not familiar, it's the story of the preparations for the D-Day landings in Normandy, 1944, World War II. I'm a World War II history buff. It appeals to me from that perspective. But it's specifically focusing on, actually, there's 3 elements of the pressure here. Pressure, because this just occurred to me. 3 elements of pressure. It's the story of the meteorologist who had to make and provide Eisenhower, Supreme Allied Commander, with information to make sure the troops could land safely on the beach. So it was pressure on them, the one particular guy, Dr. Sage or whatever, British fellow, to come up with this, you know, the most important weather forecast basically in history. And there was additional pressure on him because he had a pregnant wife at home who then, very pregnant wife who was then taken to hospital. So, won't go any further into that side of the story. So there's pressure on him. He puts pressure on his team of British and American meteorologists as they're gathering data. And they have like 72 hours. I mean, it takes place in a 72-hour window. Then there's the pressure on Eisenhower to make the go, no-go decision based on the information fed him from the meteorologist. And all of that is contingent upon pressure systems in the atmosphere. That's the part I just came up with. Low pressure systems, high pressure systems. Nature abhors a vacuum. Nature loves balance. So you have a low pressure system, you got to have a high pressure system. And for those of you who may not think about it this way, if you think about a hurricane, which is a massive low pressure system, right? Okay. But that's at the surface. At the top of the hurricane, it's actually a high pressure system because the low pressure system is a vacuum. It sucks in. High pressure system blows out. if you're sucking in somewhere, that air has got to go out somewhere else. And what it does is it goes up through the eye of the hurricane and then blows out. So yes, pressure. Now in theaters, go check it out. Very, very much worth your time. Okay, so let's cut the Willy Foo-Foo stuff here. Why do I have... I'm not sure why I have an extra fertilizer on me. But I'm going to put that back. I figure I probably grabbed it to bring along on the ship. And I know why I have a magnesium, because it was at my feet when I was trying to take the picture. So, dumbass thing. Get out of my picture. Alright, so we got some food. We got some high quality H2O. Let's run down to the beach and just take a quick look here so you guys can see the fish farms and my food farms and water farms and all this good stuff. Lots of cool stuff. Oh, now that I think about it, oh wait, let me go see if I actually have more fish eggs. We have fish farms. There's phytoplankton, which would be a logical place to put fish eggs, but I don't see them. Okay, and this is just larva, and that's larva. Okay. Over here, off. That's frog eggs. That's empty. DNA samples. Okay, cool. Got it. Now we've completely terraformed this place, but you know what? I don't need to worry about building this here. I will take some with me, though. I will take some to Selenia when we go. You get a couple of fancy fish eggs on Selenia. Selenia? I don't know how we want to say that. Hey, David, what's happening? Yeah, it's afternoon where I am and where you are, so we'll go with that. Anyway, there's a specific fish eggs on Selenia, and they're 1,000% animal multiplier. So that's something we're going to want to track down and find, and then we'll maybe do the fish farms locally. Okay, so that's all well and good. Let's head out. Now, where are we heading out, A-Train? That's a fine question. So let me do this. Let me come over here and try to answer it for us. I'm going to get 3 of these. And we're actually just going to head across the pond here, because we haven't cleared that ship yet. They're pretty glowy butterflies. So we haven't cleared this one yet, I don't think. We'll find out real quick. Busted ass ship. We got trees and vines growing up under this stuff. Alright, so we've got some storage here. I think I just picked that stuff up. But I don't remember ever getting into here. Did we get in here and do this one? Oh, well, not looking promising. There's stuff in the way, and we'll know here. Nope, we have not been here. Okay, very good. So, 1, 2, 3. I don't need that. Take that, that, and that. Now we gotta find engineering. Okay, now this is going to be a key card here, I think. No, or it's going to be a chip. Blueprint microchip. We have unlocked everything, so I'm not going to waste. You know what? Actually, I will. Hey, try and make up my mind. Well, yeah, I'm going to move it over here, so it's right inside the door, effectively. We're actually dump those and dump that back in here. We can come back and get that and that anytime. Okay. Okay. See, here's a fusion cell here. And there's more food. And there's more. Okay, so basically what I'm looking to do is get to the depths of the ship. Oh, here's engineering, right? Yeah, engineers here. This one's not very big. It looks big, but it's really not. There's more food. And you can consume this. Don't be shy. Spacesuits, Comito and Sci-Fio. We'll take one of each. Sure. engineering. Here we are. I think it's just one. Yep. Alright, so that takes care of that. That'll open some doors for us. Cargo ship Sorella 4. Sorella 4. Machinery log. This morning, on our 17th day in space travel to Stigmar, the ship inexplicably exited hyperspace velocity. The navigation tools went crazy and the ship lost power as if it had been drained by some exterior thing. We're going to try to make an emergency landing on this unreported planet. I'm not sure what we'll find. There seems to be a huge storm on the surface of this planet. I hope we make it. Well, sucks to be you. And there's another chip, which we have all the technology unlocked anyway. Ah, this is useful stuff here. Yeah, we already did that, so that's good to go. How's the volume levels? Is the music level, you know, like balanced with my voice? I want to make sure I'm not drowning. It's loud in my ear, but that's okay. I don't need any of this stuff. I mean, really. And here's another compartment. Oop. And here's more stuffs. We'll take those. Take that. That's high value. Rocket engines are always welcome. Take Geish. Take that. Take that. Take these. Sure. That too. Why not? Why not Minot? The hell is Minot, A-Train? Minot Air Force Base, North Dakota. You don't want to go to Minot, especially in the winter. It's cold. Very cold. Very, very cold. Okay, there's that. The schmutz we got in here, we'll grab that. All right, that's yep, that's that stuff. Back out here. That door didn't open. Screw it. I think we already checked this stuff. We already checked that. Okay, been through this spot. How much space do I got left? 4 slots. Wait. I can fix that here. Because there's 4 slots. And this is the end of the road this way, so yep, that's fixable. So we'll go back over here to our handy dandy trunky trunk and dump some junk in the trunk. And then find another trunky trunk, and that's important, that's important, that's important, that's important. That'll take, and that, and that, and that. And then we can dump these and take that. An iridium rod. That don't impress me much. Thank you, Shania. Okay, we'll do that. And we're leaving some chips behind, but that's okay. Ponch and John will not be too upset, I think. There's chips there. We can get more stuff. Oh, wait. Have I been this way? I have not. Poo. Okay. Let's consume this. Drink this. Grab this. Grab this. And there will something there'll be something in here we want. Yep. T4 mutagen. Sure. That's a good take right there. Well, it's nothing terribly impressive. Why are you giving mushroom seed, A-Train? Well, I want to make sure I got enough to take with us back over to Selenium. Music is louder. Thank you. All right. So 2 things I can do with that, and one of them actually helps me. So let me go into the options, audio, and turn the music volume down to like 50%. There. How's that? Is that better? Mic check 1 2 3 4. Check baby 1 2 3 4. Check I'm the high step, word up. I'm the lyrical gangster, word up. Excuse me, Mr. Officer, word up. Still living like that. Alright. That's good. We got lots of shizzle. What a view. Love it. And there's fish in the water, too. Superhero landing. Turn your light off. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Appreciate the feedback there, David. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got stuffs. Lots of stuffs. Now we can organize said stuffs so we can better facilitate putting away said stuffs. Some of said stuffs is right here with these and these. And then Pinky gets its own cabinet. And we got fuses right over here with you, and you. Which is good because we're running short on energy fuses, which is, you need one of those to build your interplanetary rocket. Interplanet Janet, she's a galaxy girl. Solar system is from the future. Whoa. Travels like a rocket through the galaxy. There isn't any planet Janet's never seen. Extra points if you know what that's from. David will know. He gets me. Let's see. Let's put these back here for now. And some boom boom. Over here say wayo. And some rocket engines for the rocket man. Burning down the fuse up here alone. Gonna club and putting on cheap cologne. Waiting for your call on the telephone. There was a commercial made about people screwing up the line from that song. That's code for he's old. It's code for I know what I was talking about. That's what it's code for. Yeah, stuff. All right, we can go to the rods and reels department here. Rods and reels, we got a plant hoopajoop. Oh, look, it's almost full, and now it is full. This will actually be good if we're smart enough to remember to take some of these. And you know what? One of them, oh, you know what? Ha! While I'm thinking about it, wait, hold it. Give me one of those. Doesn't matter which. Cheap one is fine. Not a fan of that one. But, okay, we'll take that one. And we'll take that one. And we're going to take this one. But here. What are you doing, A-Train? I'm working this out. So over here are the flowers from Toxicity. That would be this. 1300 multiplier. We're going to replace it with a cheap one. Why are we replacing it with a cheap? Because these would be more useful on Selenia or Humble right now. And eventually on the Qualis. So actually, I'm going to just put them here so we don't forget them on the trip. Okay. Swell. A-Train, you got quiet. Yes, I did. I know, strange. Because I was just thinking we might just dump some of this stuff here. But I feel like generation of stuff is going to be more important right now. So we will deal with that. Bring him to me. I will deal with him myself. DNA cabinet. Oh shit. Here comes another storm. I don't want to deal with this. Do I have to deal with this? I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with it. Some more. Turn it off. a hit from that one. And we should probably take one more hit here. And I said I would. Take another. Now I'm dead. Shit. Hang on. Just be calm. Okay, that's the key. Be calm. Be cool. Samuel L. Jackson said, just be cool. Alright, we'll grab some of these for giggles. Since you threw them down here. Oh, wait, I just passed one. Hello? Hello? Yeah, so, yeah, your health goes to pot. You're going to go into death mode. So you got to have food on you when you come out to do this. So if you get smacked, like we did 3 times, geez Louise, it was not very nice. You got to be able to get some health back in you before you croak. Okay, is that good enough? I figure we'll find another one here somewhere. We always seem to find one more. But hey, one more. Just one more. Not in there. No, that's probably it now. Well, I take that lie back. We found 2 more. Oh, it disappeared. Drat. Double drat. Okay. Well, anyway. I mean, I know there's a necessity for those, except I don't have a necessity for them right now. Because we have like that whole cabinet full, and now we got this much of this cabinet, and oh, by the way, we've got this cabinet full, and this cabinet full. Okay, so, what is this again? 88? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 80 each. 160, 240 plus. What was that, 36? So we have 276 super alloy plus we have a bunch of rods. Now, what we could do is have this do some work for us. I want to make sure, yeah, I got that turned off. I just don't want those shipping out everywhere. That's how you control your production a little bit. If you don't know that, when you're doing automated production and you're running drones around, right? You can control your production 2 ways. One is limit the storage space. And 2 is just keep this turned off on the supply side. So then it'll make 8 of them. And then you can say, okay, you know what? Go ahead and make 8 more because, you know, I got tons of crap, right? And then you can walk away from it. Does that make sense? See, it's already cleared out this one. And now it should be clearing out this one. Yep. 8 at a time. That's how you keep your storage down. Now it's going to be pulling from the closer one. It's going to be this one. So you see how that works now. And we do have a super alloy mine or ore collector going on. Okay, I think we're done. Priority very high. It's demanding them. So now our guys will go out and start clearing out that ore collector, which is way over yonder. Let me make sure this is demanding. It is. Normal, and then this can actually demand as well. And we'll do low. Then they'll refill in order. Highest priority to lowest priority. All right, so now this, I'll turn that off. And that's how you clean out your inventory too. Like we got all this. So then your drones will have something to do. Go fly around and pick stuff up. Stuffs. We need more stuffs. Excuse me. We're not going to need to take this to Selenia because there is no place on the planet that you get iridium or uranium. That's enough. drained that down pretty good. It's good to have a little extra, but it's also more convenient to move stuff if you move it in rod form. But the osmium, obsidian, zeolite, iridium, your rare components. Look at this here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. On Selenia, you will find tons of your base 5 and some titanium and some sulfur. Otherwise, you will not find anywhere to mine iridium, uranium, superalloy, osmium, zeolite, or obsidian. You can't mine it. So, a couple of thoughts. You could take it in quantity by making rods of at least iridium and uranium, right? And superalloy. But you can't make rods with obsidian or osmium or sulfur. Zeolite. Zeolite's the trick. You'll find a lot of osmium and osmium rods. You'll find plenty of obsidian. You will find very little zeolite, and zeolite's critical for a couple of your later down the road machines, like Butterfly Farm. Okay, I mean any of the butterfly farms require it. Yeah, there's a big deal right there. Now again, you can push your insect numbers up higher faster with the T2 beehive. And aside from just having to have a biodome, T2 biodome to grow your tree bark, you can manufacture these 3 components: bee larva, T2 fertilizer, and bioplastic nuggets. Okay, that's not terribly difficult. That's stuff you can collect to make. Bioplastic nuggets are 2 mushrooms, 1 silicon, 1 water. T2 fertilizer is a T1 fertilizer plus methane. Excuse me. Yeah, and an algae and a squash. And methane you can gather with the atmospheric gas collector, Hoopajoop. And you can grow algae and you can grow squash. So that takes care of that. Sulfur you'll have to gather from the canyon to make your explosive powder as needed. Or if you find explosives, you can tear those apart in the recycling machine and then get your explosive powder there. And if you get there, you get your explosive powder. If you don't need the explosive powder, you can recycle that down to get 2 sulfur and 1 iridium each. Okay. So this is why if you had a component that you want to take to your new planet, you're going to a new planet for the first time, and we covered this in last episode, and we've talked about it a couple times, but in case you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. The number of slots you have is finite. You only have so many slots, right? So let's say you want to make a T5 heater, even a T4 heater, or maybe 2 T4 heaters. But if you can make the T5, just make the T5. I'm just saying, this is going to thaw the planet in not even an hour, and you're going to be rolling. Okay. But you need those explosive powders. Well, okay. So I could have 3 explosive powders in my limited inventory in my backpack or on the ship, right? Or I could find a smarter way to take them. So instead of taking 3 of these, I could take 1 of these, and there's 2 of them. So if I take 2 of these, or I could take 1 of these and 1 of these, and there's your 3, right? Or you take 2 of these And then you've got an extra explosive powder, which you can either use or then you could deconstruct it in the recycling machine. Right? Does that make sense? Energy multiplier fuses. We need to find more of those. I have a question. I just raised my hand. Class, I have a question. Well, well, well. Answers that question, didn't it? We have a ton of trade rocket fuses. What's in these? Because we can't make these, I don't think. Question is, can we deconstruct it? Nope. So now you know. If you can make it, you can deconstruct it. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. So, yeah. All right. So we basically cleared out that one ship. Take 3 of these. And you're going to take an explosive? I don't know if I need to. So we won't. I could turn around and say, hey, you should have taken an explosive. Going to the obsidian fob because we got this big ass starship to goof with. Wait a minute, don't go that way. The floor is lava. Rules are in effect. Rex in effect. Oh, I feel like they changed the layout here so that this got a little more interesting. Okay, we're on board. All right, I don't see anything. To the left first. Okay, a bunch of things we could take apart there. Okay, we can't do anything with that, so this side is effectively clear. So now we go this way. You're blocked, aren't you? Okay, engineering. Hello? Can I get a map here? Say, man, can a brother get a map out of this deal or something? Engineering. Where is engineering? Is it here? Oi, these are important. Take that too, and we'll grab one more of those. Take that. Sure. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158 159 160 feel like I'm tipping my head to the side to freaking look at this straight up and down. Yeah, it is different. It's oriented differently to where the nose is into the rocks. Okay, so now we have covered this floor. All this is closed. We gotta put power on. What kind of suits do you got? Komito, we already collected that. And what are you down there? Shinga seed, I don't even use those. Except maybe in my office. Okay. Ah, here we are. Ah, that worked out. We brought 3, we needed 2. Sweet. All right, so that opens up this space, among other things. I think this takes us down to the other ladder, or this is the, no, this is the way we came in. Methane we don't need. Being very selective here about what I pick up. That's the other ladder. Okay. Already came in here. Already came in there. And this is yet another ladder. Okay. Oh, this feels like we're back out in the hallway again. We're going in circles here. Ah, here we are, ship's vault. We will take those things. Oh, here. Make a donation to the cause. Alright, nothing open this way. That's, yeah, nope. I feel like we've seen what we need to see. Oh, that's Pinky. Out, 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 out. Go, 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 go. Get me out of here. Where are you? Where is she? Coming in this way. Don't land in the lava. Don't land in the lava. The lava is... The floor is lava. She's gonna land in the damn lava, isn't she? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Get right there on the rock. And keep the crystals with her. Oh, shit. That was a little closer than I expected. Hello. Flying debris. Okay, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Go, 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 go. Hey, 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 hey. No, 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 nobody move. No, don't move. I said don't move. Damn it, Beavis. Come here. Come here. Shoot. All right, I got stuck. All right, where'd the others go? They're up here. Hovering is not easy. Come on, light it up. It's right here. Okay, let me get here. Whoops. That'll work. Come on, come on, click on it. There you go. All right, all right, all right, all right. So we're in the middle of the debris field. Uh-oh. Shoot, that was close. All right, that worked out pretty good. We got 9. We got 10. Sweet. Max load. I like it. All right. Where do we need to be? Back over. I have water on board. I do not. I need to take this into account. I do have. I do not. Never mind. Oh, squat over here. Poo or squat. see here. Laugh. Yay, 10 more crystals. 10 more pink crystals. We like all colored crystals, but the pink ones are our favorite. Oh, plus we got a galaxy quartz too. Whatever this cosmic quartz. That's a good thing. Okay. Go ahead and put the rest of the stuff up. Junk in the trunk. Second, got a quick pool team text to respond to here. All right. Okay. That's good. Let's see. We got another rod to put over here. Rods are us. It's a rainbow rod. It's not ribbed for her pleasure. Wait, what? Almost got this back filled up again. And we got another suit. What did I have somewhere I was... Did I have somewhere I was putting suits? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yes, I do. You're an idiot. Of course I have a place I put suits. I put them in my quarters. I forgot about that. There. They go in my closet. Now I'm here in the closet. Now I'm in the closet too. Look at all these suits. Got one for every day of the week and 2 on Sunday. The only one I don't have an extra of, well, there may be a couple, but we don't have a banana suit. This is a banana suit, A-Train. It looks like a Minions character. Like something out of one of these movies where they go into a toxic environment and it's a bright yellow suit with blue boots and stuff like that. Yeah. We got it on Toxicity. It's over there. Problem is it's over there. Because it's kind of funny. Banana! Alright, there's that. Okay. Food seeds. Another one of those. Oh, we have a few mushroom. Whoops. Okay. We have 10 mushroom. That'll do. that should cover us for the foreseeable future. We got some cookies and some stuffs, and we got some superfood. We're just going to do that and that and that. And cool. All right, the one thing we don't have is water. Grab a bottle of that, and then we will head back to the transporter room. Yep. I have a plan. Hey, Sarah, how are you today? Welcome aboard. How's your Saturday going? Need the locker blueprint? Which, oh, the yellow locker blueprint from Selenia? Yeah, I've got that on my side game that I'm playing. I like that a lot. I mean, when you consider for 3 iron, which is what the 35 unit locker takes, and you can take that and make 3 yellow lockers, which hold 30 each, so you can hold 90 in the same space as the 35. The only difference is they look like old school lockers, which kind of has a nice flair to it, and there's no picture or label on it, so you just have to kind of remember what you're doing. Oh, the yellow locker blueprint is? Maybe I just haven't found the right blueprint yet. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what, though? I figure I'm going to find it where there are yellow lockers, right? That would seem to make sense. That. Sure, we'll take that, too. Yep, okay. Stuffy stuff. All right, so, yeah, if... I mentioned earlier, because my buddy Shannon just said he was at a movie. I'm hoping he went to see Pressure. It's a really good movie. So yeah, like I said earlier, so you have the meteorologist Pressure, you have the pressure on Eisenhower, the pressure on the meteorology team and the head guy, and you have the pressure on Eisenhower, and then you have the pressure systems. So the pressure systems are putting pressure on the meteorology team, and that's putting pressure on Eisenhower to make the decision for D-Day. That's pretty neat. Really good movie. Sarah, have you seen Pressure yet? Is that something that's on your radar? Oh, cha-ching, cha-ching. Take that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah, you need to... again, I don't think it's something you necessarily have to see on the big screen, but it was very good. Very, very, very good movie. The guy who plays the British meteorologist, Dr. Sage or Sag or whatever his name is, just was tremendous. Oh my gosh, he was just amazing. Brendan Fraser was pretty good as Ike. And for those who are Band of Brothers fans, Damian Lewis, I don't know if I think he's an Irish actor. He played Captain Richard Winters in Band of Brothers. He plays Montgomery. So what a promotion he got in life, huh? You play the guy who was under Montgomery, I mean way under Montgomery, because the U.S. land forces the Allied land forces were under Montgomery. Eisenhower was Supreme Allied Commander. So he was the #1. Montgomery was the commander of the land component. And that was how the Americans balanced the power issue with the Brits, even though Montgomery sucks. You look back at him, and historically speaking, he sucked. He was an idiot at D-Day. He was an idiot with Market Garden. And that was just a complete disaster for the Allied forces there. And then to come along and try to save face by saying, oh yeah, I meant for us to, we actually taking 30 days to capture Cannes, which is like, 2 miles from the beach. Yeah, we actually meant to do that because then it gave you American chaps plenty of cover on your left flank while we tied up those German forces. See, if we'd beaten the Krauts too soon, then they'd have been able to come after you guys. Listen, moron, go sell your bullshit story to someone else because I ain't buying it. So yeah, anyone with a sense, with an understanding of World War II history would know Montgomery really wasn't all that in a bag of chips. He may be hailed as like one of the greatest British heroes ever, but yeah, no, you can't convince me. El Alamein, I dare say I'd have to go back and just re-review everything there. The Second Battle of El Alamein, because the Germans won the first one, I believe, and then they had a second one, and the British won the second time. They just got smarter. Okay. I mean, just like the, what was the first Battle of Kasserine Pass in Tunisia, the first battle that the American forces fought in and got their ass handed to them. And then Patton came in and took charge of the army group, busted them all into shape, and they whipped the Germans the second time. So it's like, okay, you won round one there, Irwin. And that's famously in the movie when George C. Scott says, Rommel, you son of a bitch, I read your book. And actually, I have read his book. Very fascinating read. I gave it to, oh geez, what was the guy's name? Cliff Harris. Now, those of you who are longtime NFL fans may recognize that name. Dallas Cowboy Hall of Famer. The only NFL player ever to come out of Ouachita University in Arkansas. He was a customer of mine when I was in the shade business. He and his wife lived not too far from me. Wonderful woman. Super kind dude. And she clued me in that he's a big fan of World War II history, and they were getting ready to go like on a trip over to Scotland to some castle or something that a friend of theirs owns. La-ti-da. But he's a big World War II history buff. I'm like, yeah, I got all these books. And so I gave him a few of them, including let me think of the name. I'm trying to remember the name of Rommel's book, and I may have to look it up. But anyway, it was about his service with the German army in World War I on the Italian front. Very interesting read. Okay, pretty sure. Wait, that looks like a rocket engine. Is it a rocket engine in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? All right. Hydration low. All right, I think we've milked this cow for what we can milk it for. That's just got a funky light to it. All right, we done? I think we're done here. I mean, it's not like I need any of this crap. So hopefully I can find the locker blueprint somewhere. Here's our obsidian operation. Infantry attacks, that's it. Yeah, with the black cover. And actually, I had a former Army officer was a customer when I was doing window treatments, and he had 2 copies of it, and he gave me one. So, so that's how I got infantry attacks, and then that's how I gave that to Cliff Harris of the Dallas Cowboys from back in the 70s. And he gave me an autographed copy of his book, which was an interesting read about his time in the NFL. So yeah, fun little, pay it forward kind of deal and all that. World War II is just one of my really fun and fascinating topics of study. All right, we got lots of circuit boards, chippy chips, and then we got some crystals, but we also got some fuses. We got some rocket engines too. Ooh. Now, mind you, these would probably not fit in your pocket. I have rocket engines that will fit in your pocket because I am a rocket scientist. And yeah, they will look like something. I'm just saying. These aren't little Estes engines that you may think of from when you were a kid. Little cardboard and black powder propellant shits. Nope. This is the same stuff they used on the Space Shuttle solid rocket boosters. APCP, ammonium perchlorate composite propellant, from Aerotech Rocketry. Oh, look, we got another cosmic quartz from the Cosmic Thing on the B-52s. Your dad survived a buzz bomb attack. Wow, how about that? All right, let me see if I can keep this straight. The V1 was the buzz bomb. The V2 was the ballistic missile that they dropped on London. Was in the Navy station in England to prepare for D-Day. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now what was interesting was once the Allies, so the V1 buzz bomb was the kind of thing that had like a turbojet engine on it. And it had straight wings and it had a explosive body and it carried the fuel tank for the engine. I don't think it was a rocket engine because it had an intake on the front. It was a turbojet engine. So it was kind of the first cruise missile. And they would launch them off a sled thing. It's kind of like a catapult. And just, hey, go towards Britain. I don't know if they really had any inertial guidance to them or if they just, said, okay, we're going to send you this direction and we're going to put this much fuel on you because we know you'll get to this point. And then you'll go into your terminal dive and boom. And London during the Blitz got hit by V1s, and then they figured out that like the de Havilland Mosquito twin engine fighters that were made of wood and fabric could catch them and fly next to them and then get under the wing, under the V1's wing, and then they do an aileron roll to tip the V1 off course and make it crash in the countryside. Now the V2 you couldn't do anything about because it was a ballistic missile. And they launched a lot of those from Peenemünde, Germany, up on the Baltic? Yeah, the Baltic. Like I said, World War II is one of my subjects. Would you like to know more? Hey, look, Selenia is cooking along. I like it. I like it a lot. We'll have to get back over there at some point, but not today. All right, so we've gone through 2 ships so far. We still got more crap to put away, so let's quit yammering. We're an hour in, though. So howdy, folks. Hope you're having a great Spacefarer Saturday. I'm A-Train. At least I hope so. I'm wearing his underwear. And we're playing some PlanetCrafter. Now available on Steam from Meiju Games. You should get you some of this. Plus get the Humble and the Toxicity DLCs. Guys in the discussions on Facebook were saying, hey, should I start on Toxicity or on Selenia? I'm like, man, having done a new game on both, that's a fine question. To me, Selenia is a little more stressful because, as I went through earlier, there's nothing you can basically gather ore-wise except the basic components. There's tons of iridium and uranium and osmium rods laying around for you to pick up, and that's going to be your supply. Zeolite, you're going to get lucky to find in trunks, or cabinets around the map. But you can't mine any of that stuff. The only thing you need like one ore thing, and it's just going to gather your basics. So you can use those, and then if you gather the aluminum from the little aluminum biome and down in the canyon, then you can make super alloy. You'll find super alloy rods. They'll give you, and then eventually you'll get super alloy storms. And you'll get osmium meteors, and eventually you'll get the pink meteors. You can trigger uranium and iridium meteors with rockets, right? Your magnetic field rocket and your asteroid attraction rocket. But other than that, man, that was tough. I haven't got it fully terraformed yet, but I think I'm at like 1.5 TTI, and I'm on my way. And I'm still cleaning out the big base on there. So yeah, Selenia is a challenge to start on. Toxicity, you saw with this series, is also a challenge in that it's different from Prime and Humble, that you don't just go out and gather stuff. You have to clean up stuff. And cleaning up that stuff allows you to make other stuff, which helps you clean up other stuff and then do other stuff. So the whole cleanup aspect of Toxicity made it different and fun and a little bit of a challenge. Took a minute to figure that out. We figured it out. Oh, animal food. Oh, let's put this in there. Remember, any food is human food if you're just willing to stomach it. All right, we got a flour hoopajoop, which it's not full. That's right. Boink. And then we got a boom boom powder, which goes in here with the boom boom stuff. And then we got iron. And then we got food and no water. All right, so it was later in the Pacific. The ship was almost hit. Oh, awesome. So, do you know what ship he served on? Just give me the name to start with, because then I may want to guess. But I'm guessing he was at the Battle of Okinawa, because that's when the kamikaze attacks were the worst. The Typhoon of Steel. Okinawa is where I was stationed when I was in the Air Force. And now the Air Force song. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. All right, let's take a look at the map and let's break this down. All right, so we searched the ring deal over here. We found the stuff over here. So we're kind of working our way clockwise around the map. I mean, we did the close-in stuff. This guy. We did this guy. We did this one just now. We did this big one over here. That one right there. Okay, so points of interest wise, we've done the poison cave over here. It's right in this area. We've kind of done the eastern half of the map, which then brings us. Oh, he was on a supply ship. Well, never mind. That's a whole different story. They a lot of times they didn't even have names. They were just, they just had a number or something like that. what did Peterson Nikki comment? Peterson Nikki is one of my viewers, subscribers, and is my biggest planet-based fan. He's asking a question, or he or she is asking a question. Well, I don't have an answer to that either. That's a good question. All right, so what I'm saying is basically we have this part of the map done, and we have this ship done. We have this part of the map done. So we still got to deal with this cave deal over here, which has the 5 key cards. And then there's a big ass ship up in here. And there's the mushroom cave here. Wait, here, excuse me. We already did the crater. And then there's this whole area here, and apparently it now has been extended all the hell the way over here. So this map was really enlarged with the 2.0 release. Thank you, Miju Games. Super cool. So yeah, that's why we're back here. Now, right here, you see this blue symbol. That's basically where the mushroom cave is. It's underground there. And that's part of the lore of the Wardens. So we can go over and check that out. There's water over there we can consume. You know what? I know what. Let's see. Oh, wait. Hold it. Hold, please. We got one more thing to do first. There's a biome. Actually, it's right next to... It's kind of between the osmium or obsidian biome, and so I'll show you here. Let me whip the map out real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So see, we're here. It's this area right here, and then we go into the mushroom cave here. So we just go whatever way this is. That we're facing, that's north. We fly through this pass over here. And we fly past that there. And we don't touch the sides because it's like operation. Now we get a little bit of light. Now we get daylight. Now watch this. Here's where things go crazy. Now it's a little goofy in here. Wait a minute, we're not fully there yet. There's a trunk. Once we get into the biome, you'll see what the difference is. Take that, rewind it back. Okay. Around here, and let's go. Ready? And turn the lights out. No? This is different. Okay, they changed it. Previously, when you came in this biome, it was lights out. I think there's about a half dozen or so pulsar ports you can pick up in here. Now there's zeolite here. It's, I mean, you know how the sky gets different when you go into the aluminum biome? This gets, like, seriously dark. The hell? Here's another osmium cave, except here. Oh, it's iridium and sulfur and osmium. All kinds of free stuffs. Alright, so, and then this comes out right over back by here. And then we can turn left and go to the lake there, or we can go around. There's the aluminum fob the aluminum biome right there. So base is right there on the other side of this deal. See? Here's base. So this is this formation right here. All right. So we did go through that stuff. And this cave is all thawed out now, mostly. Thawed out enough. So early game, this may be a good place to come to collect, you know, osmium and iridium, sulfur. But also, if you're operating out of where we are, you know that this whole area right here has all that stuff. So this is the iridium cave, this is the osmium cave, which is connected. These are not connected. You can go from the ship right here, see where the fob is, you go in here. The osmium cave and the zeolite cave exit right out here into the sulfur zone. And then you got the cave over here with the super alloy in it. All right, so let's see here. We're looking for pinky pink. There's some pinky pink. I see two pinky pinks. Oh, there. See, it got dark. So they didn't change it. We're just not quite in there yet. It's pretty... Alright, so I'm kind of flying back and forth here a little bit. That's more osmium, I think. Yep, that's osmium. Aha! That's what I was looking for, though. Always collect the pulsar quartz. Always take the pink. Now here... that's interesting. Is there another way in here? Oh! Crap, I'm freaking phasing through the walls and stuff. They're in the walls. Looked like that was an impact crater from a meteor of some sort. Like this, too. This is the butthole of space or something, I don't know. I mean, it's not like we need a bunch more pink crystals. I see one over there. I'm trying to fly a search pattern here. Hydration low. Pull up. Bitchin' Betty. Hydration low. Because there are two ways to go into the mushroom cave, and one of them is from this side. If we get there quick enough, I think I already searched this area. Yeah. And here's one of the entries to the mushroom cave. There it is. Plus there's aluminum over here. There's zeolite just laying around. Not sure if this is a mineable zeolite zone. It might be. It might work. I see a pink crystal. Did I get that one out here in the middle? I thought I did. But sometimes thinking is not good for you. You know the one I said I saw from a distance? Okay, let's see here. Where is the entrance to the cave? Because if we fly down in the cave, we can just drink the pink lemonade. Saw that. The entrance is here. Full stop. Cool. All right, welcome to the Mushroom Cave, as I call it. So, let's see. Oh, there's a crate there. There's a giant tree mushroom. I think it's that way to the north, because that's where the entrance from... See where it says Butterfly Island and Sulfur Fob? The exit on that side is over that way. There is... part of the lore you need is over here. But first, you got it. So you got to unlock this. To unlock this, you got to go to the big mushroom. There's a crate under the big mushroom. We already did this one, right? Yep. Which is right up here. There it is. Well, there's not a crate. There's a warden's thing. Which gives you the, basically the coordinates to the underground thing, which is in the super alloy cave. All right, let's see. And oddly enough, I say oddly enough, like, A-Train, why do you keep saying oddly enough? Because it's odd enough. Okay, so there's that. So we want to get back to the location. You, and then I need one osmium. Oh, you'll find funky butterfly larva in here too. Okay, I need one osmium. Right, so come back along this side, and then the exit I thought was up. Well, shoot. Now I'm disoriented. Oh yeah, now we're goofed. Now I'm up in the northeast corner. If we can find a osmium, then we can build a teleporter. And that was kind of what my idea was to begin with. And for some reason, I was probably yakking about something unrelated. An osmium. That is not the droid I am looking for. Trade that for that. I need an osmium, please. Which, if we can just find that other exit, we can fly out and grab one. Is there one in here by chance? Nope. Alright, so that means the exit ought to be east, up this way. Like, up this way. Up in here, we know we had osmium laying around. So we just gotta find one of them. There's one. That'll do, pig. Okay, sweet. Now, let's fly down. So, mosey over this way thusly. And then we are going to consume this. And we need 1 iron. Iron right there. Okay, cool. So now. And oh, we got the metal arch from Selenia. Oh, right, because we're terraforming Selenia. Ha! Ha! Yup, that's what I'm saying. Now, this metal arch, I'll show you here in a second, if we've got the materials to make it. I think it takes like a silicon and like a super alloy or something crazy. It's weird. But it's really, oh, silicon and selenium. All right, let's dump this crap now. I'll give you an idea what this thing looks like. Okay, we got us some of that. We got some rocket engines. We got some more Volnus plants, which this should fill this up and then some. And so we're going to actually take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's plenty. Boop, boop. 7. Keep 5 of them in here. Yeah, we're going to go throw these in. Whoops. Throw these in the recycle machine. There you go. And then I held up just in time before that freight train of drones came blasting through there. Nice. DNA thing goes here behind us. We have that one. We have 4 of those. That's just terrific. But if you're going to make an animals rocket, you want to just gather all these traits, and then like I could take 3 of the 4 bioluminescent 9, and then 2 of the 10s. We got 3 10s, right? And then we got 2 of these. We got 2 of these. We got 2 of these. So yeah, we could take 3 of the 9s, 2 of the 10s, and like this one 5, or you know, this one here, and then use those in a animal multiplier rocket. That way you keep some in your stock if you want to make animals. All right, we need this fertilizer here. Bioplastic is here. Rods go there. We're back to filling this up again, which is great. We got some extra superfood on us, which is terrific. Actually, put those in the trade rocket. Do we got anything? Oh, good Lord. Okay, hold it. This demand you. No, belay that order. that. That. This. Okay. There goes the trade rocket, which I didn't stop to think. I got 27,000 tokens available. So we're going to want to buy some fuses and stuff. And those will be important to take over to Selenium with us. Because then we can run the multipliers. And that will help our cause. All right. So, yeah. Some of that over there. We got a cookie. Take a cookie. That'll do. All right, we can go finish off the mushroom cave now. So the big tree is over here. Where's the warden deal? Is it on that other island up here? Where you get the key, the box? Yeah, it's here somewhere. Ah, here it is. This is the warden key. So you open the warden's altar to take the warden's key. Okay. And then this tells you the coordinates where you're supposed to go next. So minus 460, which is going to be east, which is the direction we're looking. Minus 40, which is the altitude. We're minus 46. And then 97 north. We're at 492 north, right? So we're going to fly this way. This way. And then this is where we open this and put this in here, and then we get an Indiana Jones deal where there's an earthquake and these doors open. And then this takes us into part of the underground of the warden story. This there's a deal to the left and a deal to the right. Do the hippie shake shake. We were struck by the resemblance at first. We were almost exactly the same. Our scientists told us it was because our celestial bodies were identical in every way. So our evolution, while independent, was very similar. It was like meeting a cousin you never knew you had. They even called us brothers when they started to land on Treha. A few spaceships turned into dozens, and slowly our worries grew. Our main differences were hidden deep inside. Biologically, we were identical, but our minds had been shaped differently, by fate or by nature. The fact is that when we realized it, it was already too late. Warden. So, this is the humans are a plague story. After all those years, all the suffering, we decided to leave our home soil, to go as far away as possible and build a new home, far from the terror, far from the strife, far from them, to stay hidden in our lives as we had, and live our lives as we had for centuries. We carefully chose somewhere we could be safe, gathered the last of our kind in our biggest vessel, and on a fateful night we left, fleeing their never-ending insatiability more than themselves. And then you come through here, and you come through here, and then dun 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 dun, ba, ba, ba. This is the ship. So yeah. Now, pretty sure you can't do anything here. I've never bothered to jump off here and F around and find out, but you can get to the edge. You can look down. I saw this in an Indiana Jones movie, I'm telling you. So then what do you do? Well, then there's another step. That's the way we came in, and then there's a different way here. So now it's giving you a different coordinate. 964, 68, 17, 44. Okay. So you take this. If we go to the map, that's going to take us over here, I believe, is where the next step is. Now, what I want to try to do here, besides get this gold crate and everything in it, cha-ching, is if we can chill in one spot long enough, then we should get some butterfly larvae dropping around us. And not the cheap stuff either. It should be good stuff. Of course, now I start moving. This is not dropping. That's what you call this floating stuff here. All right, let's hang out here for a minute. Do. Ah, jeez, really? I can't chat my thing. All of a sudden, stupid Google logged me out on YouTube on my laptop. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Come on, give me some pretty butterflies. Give me some butterfly larvae, yo. Oh, this is new. See how the water is surging? There's a tide on the planet. Roll tide. And it does that on Selenia. And it was like, okay, are we at max water level yet? No, maybe, kinda. Of course, we have tons of butterfly larvae over on Humble. I would like some high level butterfly larvae here. There's like a pink one that comes down that's really cool. Like that. Futura. We should find a couple more. I think you're usually flying 2 to 3. Insect multiplier 800%, and I think it flies around and glows like the golden butterfly. So it's really cool. There's one. All right, this is the primary exit to the north, up to where the big waterfall is. We'll go gather up our teleporter, because we'll be done down here. Once you've come through here and done this once, you don't need to come back. Just saying. Pink clouds. But no little pink houses for you and me. Ah, there's another one. Boink. Junk in the trunk. Doink. Alright, this is the south exit, which is back into the dark zone. I think we've pretty well accomplished what we set out to do here. What are you doing? Saving. Alright, so now we go west, young man. And that's not it. We gotta go further north. Alright, where is it? Why am I not seeing it yet? Damn it, I think I missed it. I missed my turn. There we go, and doo-doo-doo-doo. We are out at the big waterfall. Hooray! So home base is right over there through that opening, which is closed, you know, early game, and it breaks open as you progress along with your terraforming, and you know it's like a huge tree root and whatever. And then you get access over here to the big waterfall, which is cool and neat and cool sort of way. And these mushroom rocks, these are your hint that the mushroom cave's right over here, right there. You see the first tree coming out of it. So yeah, that's what you gotta be looking for. Oh, we got critters. Ready? Ready? It's turtle shark doo 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 doo, turtle shark doo 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 doo, turtle shark doo 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 doo, turtle shark, and a frog. Turtle shark doo 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 doo. What you doing there, bud? Hmm? Oh, there was a fourth one. I'll pet that one, that one. Now the frogs aren't going to do you any good. You can't pet the frogs. This one. See, he's got little antlers and spikes. And this one's just got little nubs and no antlers. Maybe it's a female. I don't know. And these have little antlers and no spikes. So, yeah. Cool. There's fish in the sea. Under the sea. Alright, so over here, we've got this big waterfall. And there's stuff in the cave there that's part of the lore. Waterfall fob. And then we got a little space left. Like a pretty glowy, and I think you find more butterfly larvae over here as well. Could be mistaken. It wouldn't be the first time. Oh, I'm like, oh my god, there's, okay, that's a fish. Shoo! I'm glad there's not piranha on this bitch. That has to be chompa, chompa, chewy, chewy, chomp. Wouldn't you rather be a fish? I don't see any trunks. I need a trunk. That's some junk. I really don't, but you know. All right, let's see here. Now, on top of this hill, you can get all the way up to the top. There's a bunch of super aloe. Oh, these are the trees I like right here. Those are my number 2 favorite. I don't have the blue evergreens yet. I want the blue evergreens. Now, can we go in here? We can't. No. All right, so you come in here. And then you find frog eggs. Find a graveyard. Yeah, so this was a graveyard. Take all that stuff. And there's equipment up here that there was. They've changed it. Yeah, there's the equipment. So early game, you'll find. I mean, it's like they stripped the equipment off their buddies before they buried them. All right, let's see what this looks like. So it's just kind of a white version of your standard suit. There we go. And now we're back in the Starform robotics suit. Because we're working for the other team now. That's part of the thing we still got to do on Humble is recover more logs from the stuffs. Chippy chip. And here's the log. What was supposed to be a fun, relaxing time turned into a nightmare. A 5-week space cruise across the lesser-known parts of the universe. Unfortunately, our stupid crew was not able to respond to a seemingly minor incident. And here we are, burying the few bodies we were able to retrieve from the burning wreck. What will happen to us now will most certainly be similar. Will most certainly be similar. We are heading west, and let's see how long we can survive. I would say a few days at most. Some Sinitot 2 survivors, at least for now. So there you go. That's part of the lore. Well, let's see. Is there a... Hi, gang. Alright, we're back here again with our turtle shark doop friends. This is where Mystic built her base. Mystic who? You know, Mystic, shoot, is it Karen? Majestical Realm. Majestic, not Mystic. Majestic Carlin. Majestic Carlin. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, we recommend her channel. And she's been hung out with us a few times. All right, so yeah, that's more or less what you're looking at over here. Now, if we fly this way, and I believe we've already checked this. We have. I believe there's another one up here, except there's a save in progress. I've got it set to like every 10 minutes. And if we go up over the hill here, we're over to the crater. And there's our butterfly island fob. Now, I don't think we've cleared out the little base, which is in that canyon wall over there. But there's a couple different ways we can do this. And where did I put? Everybody remember where we parked? Oh, it's over there. It's the problem when you don't have a beacon. Beacon is your friend. But we do have an aluminum. We need an aluminum, titanium, and silicon. So let's grab some of that. Facing east. That's right. That's the right way to face. Face east when you build these, because then this will be facing you. Okay. Cool. All right. So now we have stuffs to put away. Like that. And that. And then we got this to sort out. Golden seed, that's a big deal. That's a big buff there. I think we draw. Nope, we got one of these. One of those there. A couple of those there. Warden key to work with. There's a bunch of bio stuff to deal with. Like that. Like that. Like that. That, and that. That. Now again, when you're transferring genetic traits, they all transfer at once. Even if there's a different number or symbol or whatever, genetic traits are genetic traits. All right. So it's not like you have a whole bunch of different kinds of larvae, but you have to move each different type of larva at so on. That makes sense? I thought it made sense. Alright, let's put some more new clothes up here. Raro, we have a bunch of those. And then we have a display somewhere downstairs, I think. Hello? Oh, display, we do, right here. Cool. Hang on. There's no reason to carry this extra suit around with me. Guys, is there any particular suit you want to see? Anybody watching it? You know, hey, Train, what's that suit look like? Oh, we'll do a suit try on here for you. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, there's our little critter thingy. Found a really cute creature on it's on Selenia. Hello? 600% the Futura and the near. We'll keep those here. I see a Serena here. Oh, no, you guys are the cheap ones. Okay. So we'll take the pink and we'll put this pink in its place, and that'll really blow it up. Numbers wise. Let's see. This has high tier ones, yeah. OECB and Filaria. Yeah, those are their top ones here, and then Serena and your Imio. So, I mean, we could make more, but the planet's already terraformed. So the smart play would probably be to take some of these, although we have a bunch of them on there. We have a bunch of them, and we can make these too. You can't make these. We'll get some Goldens. I'll go over here. Okay, yeah, we looked at this. It was this one we didn't look at. 300%, 200%. Yeah, you're out. Not that it matters, again, because we've got a bunch of the Serenas. We've got some Goldens over on Humble. Love the butterfly garden. Pretty. So this is kind of where we started the episode. And you know what? I think this is where we're going to end the episode. So, yeah, a couple hours. Didn't go too terribly long there. Not too crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, please leave us a like. Share it with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Let them know about PlanetCrafter, now available on Steam from Miju Games. Also, make sure that you pick up the Humble and the Toxicity DLCs to go with it. Just get the whole kit and caboodle. And if you want to wait till it's on sale, do that. But great fun for the whole family. There's nothing nasty, violent, whatever about the game. Nothing real scary. The dark, you know, a little hinky, but there's no monsters jumping out at you. You may turn around. There's a turtle shark or a whatever, something. So yeah, good times. And a lot of fun. Very chill, very relaxed, and I highly recommend it. Make sure to subscribe, turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. Join us on Discord, become part of the A-Team, where you can chat about this and other games, make some new friends. We've got some experienced planet crafters and village builders and all kinds of strategy stuff on there available to you. So as I create stuff, I put it in there in the various helps sections. Plus, we have comms channels available to members, so if you guys want to do multiplayer, just jump on the Discord and then go down and take one of the comms channels. They're free. Follow me on X/Twitter, and if you want to make a donation to help support the channel, it is greatly appreciated. It makes you just a wonderful person in my eyes, and we love you for it. David Nielsen being one of those people. So you can do that at PayPal, and there's links to all three, Discord, X, and PayPal. Links in the description below, as is a link to the Steam page for PlanetCrafter. So, hope you enjoyed the show. And again, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video in case I play some more tonight or tomorrow evening. And we'll go from there. So I hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.